Welcome back to the Legend of Heroes Trails through Daybreak, where last time we finished the 4 SPGs around Edith in Chapter 3, at the beginning of Chapter 3 at least. And today we want to take a look around, talk to all the people, starting here in Old Town, I think. Okay. I wonder if Miss Skin has any new flavored candies. I don't believe I've ever seen this milk caramel once before. What, you planning on buying the whole box, old man? Why do you care? I just want to keep my stash stocked, alright? Ah, you lot are scaring all my customers away. You're not buying anything, get a move on. Old Town is as peaceful as ever, I suppose. Yeah, but we already bought one.
Monmar is so relaxing.
I design residential buildings for a living. It's kind of a small company, just me and my wife, you know? Checking out all the different design magazines at Monmar is a key to doing my job right. Come to think of it, some kid was devouring those same magazines at the store the other day. She seemed pretty young too. Wonder if she just moved here recently. Harker's always off on business trips these days. I think he said he'd be home by tomorrow though. I mean, he made a promise, didn't he? Hope he doesn't break it. This food's out of this world. You know, I don't think I ever expected food like this from Old Town. Monmart Bistro, right? Man, I definitely will be back. I'm glad he likes it. Hope we don't start getting crowds anytime soon. What an impactful flavor, I'd eat this every day if I could. Talk about a hidden gem.
Well...
Oh, Van, you headed out? Yeah, we're making a fresh start today. By the way, don't worry about Tsunade, alright? They'll be back soon. I hope so. I'll leave the room as is for now. Just make sure you let those two know we're waiting for them. Watch that. Come on, let's go find some leads. I heard about what had happened on your trip. I'm glad to see you're doing better, Katra. Make sure you take it easy, alright? Of course, thank you, Paulette. We will do everything in our power to ensure he sees sufficient rest. That Kato kid's walking on like he's got a new lease on life. Well, anyway, regarding those two substitute springs of yours, I'll have you know I never received a notice to vacate letter from either of them. So you go on and tell them they're free to come back whenever.
Oh, what would you like?
Piping hot potato gratin.
Do your best out there, okay?
Quincy Parfait Grande has been added to the menu. Hooray, Baba Shoshai.
Pick something already. Be seeing ya.
Alright. Then...
Thank you all for stopping by.
Hey kids, boy, it sure has been a while. How's everything going? Dad! Are you crazy? You're only coming back now? Yeah, can't you tell your children what's going on? Like, who's that little girl you foisted off on us? Oh, you mean Kisara? Well, I suppose that's a fair question. She actually just some kid I met over in Messeldom. Did you even think about how sending her here might affect us? It's like you didn't spare a thought. You know, I saw her over in a scare just now. She looked like she was fitting in pretty nicely. She's come a long way from where she was when we first met. Well, I suppose we've got some catching up to do. Why don't I go make us some tea? And that's how I started taking baths with Kisara. Even if I'm not feeling up to it, she just drags me to a bathhouse and tells me to get in. You know, she did kind of scare me at first, but she's actually pretty gentle once you really get to know her. Well, this was so. Never thought you two go so close so fast. Although you're still as much of a homebody as ever, Rebecca. Actually, that gives me an idea. What are you planning to do to me? I may not come home very often, but it's always a joy to see Old Town. I've bought a lot of rare gizmos this time too. Not all the kids will be thrilled. And maybe this will be a good opportunity to bring Rebecca out of her shell a little. Well, I at least make a suggestion, I suppose. Some of Dad's ideas are just too crazy. But that's fine, I don't need to be like Dad or Kisara anyway. I'm perfectly alright with living my life between four walls. Sorry for all the commotion. It's been so long we last saw our dad, you know. I still have so much to talk to him about, but I guess I can be happy he's home safe for now. Wonder how long he'll be staying. Well, we should get enough time to give him a firm talking to at least.
Indeed. Allow me to assist.
A fountain pen for Marielle.
Hope to see you again.
I can handle maintenance or modifications. Come again, if you want.
God, I cannot shop with you right now.
Such a stick in the mud.
Well, would you look at that? I've often been praised for my discerning eye, you know. This piece has positively blown my mind. Right? It looks so original too. You think she was self-taught? Are you two talking about... We're talking about Kizawa, of course. I asked her to do a mural for us the other day. And wow, I can barely find the words to describe it. That picture, where is her work? It's very impressive. It still looks a bit like a rough sketch in parts, but I think that only adds to the overall appeal. It's got a really strong aura to it, but in a good way, like a breath of fresh air. Isn't this by that one girl you met over in Messeldom? Yeah, never expected to find her in Old Town though. But still, I'm glad to see she's doing well. Me too. I get the feeling she's still trying to figure everything out though. You know, even though I asked her to do this mural for us, there's no way I ever expected something like this. Maybe I should give her a bonus on top of what I already paid her? Well, she didn't seem to care too much for all our praise. We might want to find another way to show her our appreciation. Actually, I was pretty good at drawing, so I asked her to paint that little mural. But I had no idea she'd come up with something this good. She can be kind of prickly though. I bet she must have some pretty powerful feelings bottled up inside. Maybe I should try and talk to her more often. This kid must be some kind of genius. There's no way you can make something so grand on instinct alone. I'm sure she's got a bright future ahead of her. Well, as long as she's willing to take the right paths, of course. No one home. Sister Miriam? Alright, everyone, good morning. Wait, do you have children? Don't tell me, have you all decided to play hooky? Oh my darlings, where did I go wrong? Was my teaching not engaging enough? But they seem so excited for my science classes. Don't we need to come up with something even more sensational? What are kids even into nowadays?
The goddess of the sky is always watching over us.
Spring may be a season for new encounters, but it is also a season for partings. Many find themselves having to say farewell to friends due to a change in grade or school. However, you must not let yourself be overcome with sadness. The bonds between people are not so easily broken after all. If fate deems it appropriate, you will surely be brought together once more. What's a cat doing up here? I think I might be looking for something.
Weather news we have.
The cats get lost or something? Mm-hmm.
Nothing beats a peaceful life.
Wow, that's amazing, Kizawa. Yeah, you're really good at drawing. It's like you're a professional already. Oh yeah, your art's so pretty. We use the same colored pencils on, but your drawing look totally different from mine. Can you draw some more, Kizawa, pretty please? Try doing my face. Yeah, mine too. Man, I can show Papa and Mama just how good you are. Oh yeah, I want one. Hey, don't gang up on her like that. No, no, it's fine. I'll draw all of you. Just calm down. Was just doodling, really. Never meant to start any issues. You know, even this thing I drew at the bathhouse was all scribbles. But I still wanted to give him a mirror for it. I mean, not to look a gift horse in the mouth, but really forking out the money for nothing. Look, the kids are getting along. Glad to see it. She had me a little worried at the start. Alright, my dad's taking me to see the Z1 finals tomorrow. Supposed to be a race of a century too, man, I can't wait. But will he really make it back in time? He's been getting home pretty late recently. You're so good at drawing. It's almost like you're doing magic. That really threw me off. What am I even doing? You know, I'm glad you guys are back, but did Swin and Anya really leave? Yeah, they told us they'd have a few things to take care of at home. I guess she doesn't know the truth yet. Yeah, but Yumi's pretty smart. Let's hope we can bring her back before she puts the pieces together. Agreed. I'm sure we'll have no problem finding leads today. Your drawings are so smooth, Kizawa. I wish I had your skill. Wait, why do I feel like I'm forgetting something important? That's weird. I feel like something was meant to happen today. Yeah, you have school. I've been staying at the repair shop for about 2 weeks now. In exchange, I only ask that I help out with an odd chore here and there. Feels like I should be doing more though. Maybe I could do something about Rebecca. I mean, she spent hours and hours thinking of something, then completely forget to eat. I know Chris has been busy teaching me about cooking and housework recently, but he's way too hands-off when it comes to his sister. Or whatever, you know? The streets of Old Town may remind me of Northumbria. But the people couldn't be more different. Everyone is so happy-go-lucky all the time. Hard to believe I managed to survive this long. Wouldn't surprise me if my days here were numbered. That's why I've been looking around for a job recently. Can't really find anything that'll get me some quick cash though. Maybe I could sell a few of my drawings? Yeah, right. Like it's ever that simple. You know, with her skill that might actually work. Yeah? This cat appears to be in distress. Kind of looks like it's searching for something. There's a cat around here named a Trowel. She's been acting a little strange lately. Could I be mistaking her for another? Atral's never been too friendly with you, but she'd always been rather fond of me at least. But nowadays she seems to be a little on edge. I wonder if something happened in Kitty World. You know, now that I think about it, the other cats seem to be acting a little off too. I hope everything is alright.
What to do?
Would you care for some flowers?
Hey Raymond. Oh, hey man, it's been forever. What brings you by? We're just in the area on a little errand. Man, this place never changes, does it? Yeah, everyone's been doing pretty well. And of course the same can be said for the flowers. How about you? You're attending art school now, right? Yep, I figured it would be nice to try and pursue my dreams for a little while. Still feel right at home here in Old Town though. I'll pop in again next time the mood strikes. By all means, I'll make sure to have plenty of tasty sweets ready. Hey, long time no see. I had an errand in this area, so I figured why not stop by. I mean, I did kind of want to see how everyone in Old Town has been doing too. Man, I kind of miss how easy life was here. Hope Jess and Carol are doing alright. You know, I actually learned everything about flower care from Raymond. Unfortunately, he felt the need to leave the area for a bit, so it's nice to see him again. Maybe I study up a little on making some sweets for next time he comes by.
What would you like?
A rose muffin.
Please stop by again sometime.
Let's get out there and kick some butt.
I see you're working hard as always.
I heard Swin and Nadia again, is that true? You must be awfully worried. They didn't have anywhere else to go, did they? Well, we have a few places in mind. I thought they'd be easy to find, though. Well, we don't intend to stop looking. There's no need to worry. If they're strong enough to act in your place, Van, then surely they're safe, right? If you manage to learn anything new, please let us know. I just want to be sure they're okay is all. Of course. Those two were here practically every day. I hope I get the chance to see them again. Really, if you learn anything at all, please let us know and take care of yourself, alright?
Looking is always free, you know. Come see us again sometime.
Alright, that was Old Town so far. The cats are right now a bit mysterious. Let's just go
Well
down
then,
the list.
shall we?
You'll be closed at this hour, right? Just wanted to be certain.
Hello, sweetheart.
I wonder what Dingo would do. He'd probably be a few steps ahead of everyone else, not to mention how much more he'd be working with Van. Ariel. Well, you're certainly not wrong. He'd likely show up at my bar with that broody look on his face, spouting info that even my network couldn't find. But no matter how composed he may have seemed, Dingo was still just as human as you and I. He was only really good at hiding all the effort he put in. But I know you've been putting in the hours too. And Pamodi, believe in yourself, Maria. Keep pushing forward. Maybe your methods are a little different, but I'm sure you're doing right by him all the same. Thank you, Pamodi. You know you're right. The truth can't hide from me forever. Well, she's certainly been more dependable recently, but she's got a long way to go. I mean, I still remember that she was drinking herself into comas. Actually, it was another job I was taking care of at the same time. I don't think that'll be the last we see of it though, especially not after Nemeth Island. Well, I may not be able to do very much, but I can at least make sure nobody gets hurt. In the meantime, I'll continue to gather info. Oh, it reminds me, I was also told about something happening in the condemned sector of the Blacklight District. Be careful if you mean to investigate.
Order whatever you like.
Crimson Heart, a Bamodi original. A halfway decent
See you
race.
later.
By the way, Miss Kokona, you're publishing under a male pen name, right? Are you trying to hide your identity? I mean, I guess it makes sense since you're drawing for a boys magazine and all. Well, yeah, but it wasn't totally intentional. Actually, I planned on revealing the truth of a gag comic. I even took the whole reveal into consideration when coming up with my nickname. And out of the window went that idea. You know, we actually received a lot of inquiries about whether or not we're doing any in-person events soon. Your comic has a pretty strong fan base, so as long as you're willing, I can imagine we could set one up for you. It was going to be so funny too. It would have been my best work yet. Miss Kokona? Did you hear me just now? Yeah, it's fine. Guess I'll do my best. So you go? Oh man, that's going to be great. Sorry, what did I agree to? Why does it feel like we're talking about two different things? He's taking it also seriously too. Scary. I didn't actually think she'd say yes. This is a chance of a lifetime. I've got to make sure everything's perfect. Hey, you two, running together? I didn't think Lodi would have that much endurance. I guess boys really are strong, and I thought I was finally in good shape too. I can't lose now, I don't want to be left behind. Running feels pretty good actually. We started because Selma seemed so happy doing it, but seriously? I'm having a lot of fun. Well, maybe it's just because I'm running with a friend. Good to see you, man. Hey, you know, after Shannon uploaded that rare fish she caught to our social media, our followers count practically skyrocketed. We got loads of comments on the pictures too. I mean, we're even mutual with someone in the Empire's Imperial Fishing Club now. It's almost like we're famous. The Imperial Fishing Club, huh? Yeah, they're so popular, even people in the mainstream know their name. Anyway, I guess we're just going to keep uploading pictures for all our latest catches from now on. We usually type up little fishing diaries to go along with them. People seem pretty interested in that part. Maybe our next post should talk about Shannon actually losing her lunch yesterday. Hey, come on, don't share that. Oh, before I forget, here's some more supplies for you as usual. I know you guys tend to be pretty busy, but maybe you get a chance for an angling break sometime soon. Thanks. We'll put it to good use. Some stuff about what happened on Nemeth Island was in the news recently, but we decided it's best if we don't talk about it on social media. Nemeth Island was pretty crazy, huh? It wasn't all bad though. I mean, we made so many nice memories, and I caught loads of rare fish. I bet our followers are gonna go wild when I post these photos.
It's fishing time.
I'll give this a try.
Not really anything exciting.
Come on in and eat your fill.
It's really nice.
I'm telling you, we should have provided us a more comfy, brothy type of taco. Would have really brought out that seasonal feeling. You know how Odin's pretty standard fare for Eastern winters? Maybe we could do something like that. We can't put broth in our tacos, Primo. It wouldn't be a taco anymore. Well, instead of making it warm and cozy, why don't we make it spicy? If we really turn up the heat, we could add it to our menu full time. Since it's almost summer too, we could even put in some seasonal vegetables. She's so passionate about it. Maybe a little too passionate. I just wish it was something a little less strange. We shouldn't be willing to compromise on taste for this. Well, no matter how strange a combination, I will make it into a good taco. You can count on it.
My stuff can't be beat.
And I'm still somewhat irritated that he has the voice actor of Director Gotti.
I'll be waiting for you.
Ah, if we're really trying to go for luxury foods here, and spice might be just the way to go. But fusion food is all the rage nowadays. Oh, I know. Why don't we just mix the two?
Nowhere better in Riverside than here.
I'll give this a try.
Don't quite reach. It's been a while, Natalie. I heard you're doing pretty well as a chansonnier. Was there something you want to talk about? You know, I saw you performing a little idol act with Lulua a few days ago. And can I just say, what a mess. First of all, you need to do something with your audience turnout. I mean, did you even advertise that it was a free concert? Plus, whatever happened to hiring a cameraman? Everybody knows uploading pictures to the Orbital is the fastest way to gain popularity. You know, I kind of thought you were here to lecture me, but you sound more worried than anything. Of course I'm worried. I may have left the idol world, but it doesn't mean I no longer have pride in the work. That's why I had a few arrangements made. Meet your new manager with you? Well, not that you had one in the first place. What? Wait a second, Natalie. Does that mean you... I promise I didn't quit being a chansonnier, so calm down. I just have to show results with both jobs now. So, make sure you work extra hard for me, Sailor. Natalie, thank you. I do my best. You know, up until last year, I was actually an idol unit with Sailor. We couldn't figure out how to sell, though. So we ended up disbanding. We can't just ignore potential and make me see that. I just need to be what I never had. Support from the rare. I have to admit, I wasn't expecting that. This might actually be a good chance for us. We won't have to work part-time jobs anymore. I should start planning our next performance.
I'll
give this a try. There appear to be fish here. I'll give this a try.
I could go for some fishing.
It's actually warm out.
Come for the latest news from our news desk.
What do you lot want? I'm just here for some personal business. I used to be able to get parts directly from the Atwas factory, but now I suppose the shop isn't so bad either. I have more options this way too.
Premiere screenings have already been confirmed for both of this year's film festivals, prompting a deluge of ticket reservations.
Seems like he changed since we last met. Doesn't seem like he'll be getting over his car anytime soon, though. Well, I make sure to put some real elbow grease in.
Now let's get back to the music.
Can I help you?
Winged helmet. A riding helmet again.
Come again.
Hey, it's Ferry! You're back. It's nice to see you again, Lolo. Are you two doing okay? Yeah, of course. We were just heading out to play. Should we climb a tree or swim in the water? Oh, fishing might be fun too. I see you two as energetic as ever. Just make sure you're staying safe, alright? I usually just like climbing trees, but playing grown-ups sounds fun too. Alright, I'll be a celery man. Terry's always got work to do. Don't you think it's like she's a grown-up already? How cool! Oh, I've got it. Where do we play grown-ups today? Wait, where did Rooney go? In the church, maybe? That's a wonderful plan, Rooney. Well, it's really no big deal. I just want to make a place for us kids after all. Where we can study, read picture books, or even play games. If you'd like any help setting up, please let me know, and feel free to make use of a classroom as well. You know, come to think of it, I've heard the chapel in Old Town has been doing something similar. I'll go and ask them if they have any ideas. Great, thank you so much. Is that... Oh, Fairy, it's been so long. Did you only just get back? No, sorry, things have been a little hectic lately. Well, no worries, it's a pleasure to simply see your smiling face again. Yeah, and you've got to tell us all about your village when you get the chance. I've been talking to Mother Kira about how to get some of the kids more interested in their schoolwork. Actually, I had an idea to set up a little tutoring workshop that all kids could participate in. She gave me a go-ahead for it too, now I just need to work out all the details. Rooney mentioned that he'd like to have a discussion with the other kids soon. I don't think I've ever seen a child so kind and ambitious. Well, I try to help in whatever way I can.
Praise be to Arusha.
For something like that to happen again, it seems things have only gotten worse lately. Oh, my apologies, I suppose I was a bit lost in thought for a moment. Please, it's nothing to worry yourself over. Sounds like something troubling him. Don't think he's all that eager to talk about it though. Let's just keep it in mind for later. I'd hoped for many years that we could achieve peaceful mutual understanding of one another's cultures. And I'm fully aware that it's not a feat that can be achieved overnight. Or we mustn't allow that to stop us. If we only take it one day at a time, one person at a time. God, but that should be everything for Riverside. Next on the list is Station Street.
Well then, shall we?
just a rumor, right?
Let's see. I need to buy.
The thing might be in my hands again. Honestly, I can't say I saw this coming. Still, at least we're safe, and it's not like I can leave him hanging. I promise I'll get on proper jobs as soon as I can. It's my duty, after all.
We hope you enjoy
Getting
shopping
two finders fees, huh? Manager Wesley is out of the moment. He's busy investigating the tree on wall. As I'm sure you can imagine, we have a reason for our drop in sales recently. You know, it's been quite some time since we started working with Ilhan. Perhaps we'd be more successful in our position if we joined forces?
Let me know if you need anything at all.
Spare ribs recipe book.
Our stores have a wide variety of fine goods for sale.
Please come back anytime.
Spicy sweet spare ribs. Gray alignment maxed. Chaos alignment 4 and 6 papers.
Maybe I should.
We hope you enjoy shopping.
I've been seeing Beth around quite often lately, but I have a feeling she's avoiding me. Maybe I spoke a little too harshly to her last year. Still, she seemed awfully down lately, don't you think? Perhaps there's something I can do to help. Hey everyone, it's been a while. Ever since that whole mess in Langport, right? I heard you went on a little vacation after? Yep, sure did. Can't say I feel any more rested for it though. But anyway, what have you been up to lately? You doing alright? I wonder. No need to be all cryptic, dude. We're just asking about how you're feeling after that match we had. Well, I guess you could say it lifted the weight off my shoulders. After meeting Gao Lang and seeing just how much my sister's grown, it really helped put things in perspective for me. So honestly, I think the match was worth it. You're still not convinced about going back to the Gaga school, right? Well, it's not completely out of the question. That being said, however, I don't intend on giving up on running my own pharmacy anytime soon. And who's to say, maybe I'll find some time to follow both paths eventually. Huh. Well, as long as you're happy in the end. Pharmacist, Gecko Master, the choice is all yours, but...
Ladies and gentlemen,
I've been talking to my family back in Langport recently. They told me something big was going down in Hayway. It kind of makes me wonder about what's going to happen with the Gecko school. Will it change over times? Or stay the same?
What can I get for you
We
today?
invite everyone to come and see for yourself.
An energy bar, please.
Please come back soon.
Should I change my weapon? Nah, then I'd have to start my training all over again. Alvis, are you listening? We still have to get to our next request. Yeah, I heard you. Just give me a second, okay? What could he possibly be thinking so hard about?
Ladies and gentlemen,
Oh, Elaine, heard about what happened over on Nemeth Island.
fresh vegetables and ingredients that are
The remnants of a DG cult and the fourth angers of a society. Can't even imagine how crazy that must have been. At least you managed to make it all work out in the end. Although I'm sure that's not the last we'll see of them. Make sure you both remain on your guard. Understood. We should be able to give you more of a hand next time. You're putting the cart before the horse, don't you think? Well, anyway, we'll be sure to keep an eye out. Be safe, you two. Just how long does Elvis mean to keep me waiting? Anyway, I heard those 2 substitute springs of yours went missing. I'll look into it when I have the time, but I'm sure you'll find them soon, Elaine. Why don't we trade info later? Nemeth Island. No, I'd only slow them down if I went. It's probably best I focus on the jobs in front of me for now. Anyway, be safe out there, Elaine. As for you guys, don't do anything crazy, alright? I could say the same to you. Hey, you looking down on me, Spriggan? Long time no see, man. Enjoying the time with your assistants again? Heard about how you got into it with ZA recently, and then you were caught up in some disturbance in Langport? By the way, where are your substitute, Spriggans? I can't talk about the details right now, but we've been on the lookout for them. Got a feeling things might get rougher from here on out, though. You'll probably be seeing us around more. Sure, as always, I have your weapons looking good as new. Still, it might not have been very long, but I really liked having Sven and Nadia around. Make sure you bring them back, alright? Of course. We're all friends after all. Doesn't seem like very much has been going on lately. But to tell the truth, it kind of feels like the calm before the storm. Well, anyway, it's best to be prepared. Let me know if you need anything.
What would you like today?
30 and 10 about.
We hope you enjoy shopping with us. I'll get more good stuff in stock soon.
Well, I suppose I should have expected this. We found that some of our customer base has taken to shopping at those new fast fashion stores. Of course, they offer a much wider variety to our guests, especially for our ability to procure items from other establishments, but perhaps I should have been more apprehensive of the Trion Mall from the start.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please.
Welcome! Thank you for
If
coming!
you need fresh vegetables and ingredients that are directly sourced from farmers, look no further than Holden Groceries.
Please stop by again!
We invite everyone to come and see for yourselves.
I will do better. I have a feeling this isn't going to be easy though. I mean, all I've been focused on is decking myself out so I can check the husband. Regardless, if Marguerite says I'm doing it wrong, then I'm doing it wrong. I used to think Marguerite was just like me, but she thought finding a wealthy husband was the key to a happy life. I was trying to figure out how she pulled it off, but I was wrong. She actually likes her husband for more than just her money. I completely misunderstood her, and to think I even tried putting what
Thank
she
you for
taught
visiting
me into
the Weston
practice.
Department Store. Our
What
stores
to
have
do?
a wide variety of fine goods for sale. Wow, we're so high up.
I can't believe Weston Department Store is holding an event like this. They really put out all the stops too. I'm so excited. Just try not to cause a scene, alright? Yeah, I leave a spotlight to the kids for now. I only stopped by because I saw a sign for it. It seemed like a lot of fun. Once all the kids get tired out, me and Grandma are gonna take a turn. Maybe you should be a little less shameless about it, Juniper. Orbital RC cars didn't exist back when we were kids, but now there are kinds of competitions for them. It's kind of a fascination of ours lately. Don't want to step on the kids' fun though. They should probably just watch for now. Now that I think about it, I feel like I'm forgetting something. Well, I'm sure it'll come back to me later. Orbital radio control, that's so cool. How much do you think these things go for, Graham? Want to split the cost with me? Aren't you broke, Downey? Look at how smooth they drive. I thought they were just toys at first, but now I want one. Just you watch, I'm gonna save up all my mirror and buy every model. Wow, I'm really pumped up about these things. Guess these kids must be really into cars, huh? Hope they don't get into racing in the future. Don't want them to be as poor as we are.
Wow, those guys are so cool.
We're holding an RC car competition today, and it's all thanks to Mr. Ilhan's connections in Basel. Of course, Mr. Wesley helped too. I guess they've been on pretty friendly terms lately. Alright, then.
Our stores have a wide variety of fine goods for sale. If you need something custom made, thank you for visiting the Weston Department Store. Our stores have
And the
a wide
others are for
variety of
King
fine
Cat.
goods for sale.
King Cat, Ren, and Shizuna.
Thank you for visiting.
You better
the
take
Okay.
good care of it.
store.
A story of blood-stained earth, and of how a
Beat, I never thought I'd have to travel so much just to find a job. To apply to only 2 companies, I traveled for 4 hours by bus and then walked for another 6. Does it usually take so long to get to places in Edith, or maybe it's just me? Guess we just got a ticket for the Z1 finals tomorrow. I'm so stoked. I couldn't have done it without you, Kopeka. Seriously, I'm so grateful. Of course, anything to see all those sexy racers, right? You know, I actually heard we'll be able to make net reservations for all kinds of things soon. Can you even imagine how convenient that'll be? But yeah, just have to get yourself a T-phone. Sounds almost too good to be true. You're right, I start timing up my mirror.
You can always count on the bracelets.
I'm glad to see that Lashka's doing better. You know, after I confessed to everything, they sent me to the HQ over in Le Mans State. They had me under re-evaluation, just to make sure I was still worthy of becoming a bracer. But until those results come out, they've put some restrictions on me. Honestly, I'm a little ashamed about it all, but I understand the precaution. Plus, having Lashka come by just to see me feels like a little reward in itself. Sorry you guys had to deal with my mess. I've been doing better with the guild's help, though. Well, anyway, where are these vegetables I got from the work? Please take them. Make sure you tell Mr. Zin I said thanks too. Lashka's always wanted to be a bracer. I even helped out around the guild for a while. After what happened a couple of weeks ago, well, I'm just glad to see him back on his feet again. I hope we'll be seeing plenty more of him here at the guild from now on. Lashka came by to apologize. He acts like it's a duty he needs to fulfill. At least the drug seems to have worn off. But feelings are a little more difficult to get rid of, huh? Both the good and the bad. Well, as long as Lashka can find a good way to coping with them, I'm sure he won't have any more problems moving forward. Well, at least he's getting better, right? I heard about Ilan's latest business venture. Mobile payment using the T-phone. It sounds so futuristic. It's sure to make everything more convenient, but I can't help thinking getting all the banks to agree will be a challenge in itself. I understand why Carl is so worried now, but I want to root for Ilhan too.
What would you like? Please stop by again sometime.
If only he'd give up on that idea of his. Ilan's been immersed in his new business venture lately, something about mobile payments. He's apparently already been on contact with everyone from software developers to financial institutions. It sounds like it'll be quite a complex system. I wonder if he'll have enough time to work for IOTA during development. Ilan's departure would definitely be a less than ideal situation for us. I mean, we've only just managed to get a good progress going. Ilan's development plans are what keep IOTA up and running. I hope he doesn't give it all up for this project.
I can handle any maintenance.
Cataract Arts Driver. Focuses mostly on water damage and a bit of time support. Okay.
Hope to see you again.
Always happy to visit my favorite Orville Cafe.
Alright, it looks like the payment system's up and running. Now I should be able to send this to the bank with no issue. Wait, maybe I should adjust the programming first? Seems like he's working on something. Probably has to do with one of his new businesses. Sounds like he's in his own little world roam. Oh, my apologies. Are you ready to order? I started a new venture project recently. It's a service for mobile payment. Everything's been moving along rather smoothly. I just have to make a few adjustments to the system on occasion. The entire process has been interesting beyond measure. Even thinking about it gets me excited. Although I suppose I should start paying more attention to what's in front of me. A system that replaces physical mirror. As long as you have your T-phone on you, there's no need to carry a wallet around. If I actually manage to get this up and running, it's sure to be a success. But I need to remember to keep it up with my work at IOTA too.
What can I get for you?
Excel Melon Smoothie.
Hope it's to your satisfaction.
Perhaps I went a little too wild with my shopping. Oh, but the scenery from Resurrection, they've got so magnificent. It's as if it put me into a trance. Well, it being your 4th time there, I would have assumed the wonderment would have worn off by now. Honestly, mistress, to think you would even purchase clothing from those lowly fast fashion establishments. Oh, come now. The merchandise may be a bit cheap, but the quality is still there, isn't it? They're perfect for lounging around in. But forget about that. Did you not have some fun as well, Markley? If I remember correctly, you seemed to over-intend on watching that one idol performance. And that's not to mention how many acerbic tomato products you bought at the Liberal Boutique. Well, you see, I may have been a little too taken by such grand displays of foreign culture. Oh, it's alright, Markley. Far be it from me to judge you for enjoying yourself. I'm simply glad you were able to find something that caught your interest. It seems Markley never stopped wearing his heart on his sleeve. Well, I suppose we have been around the capital for a while now. It's hardly surprising he'd be taken in by its charms. Perhaps I should take the time to enjoy it all with him. I suppose I must have let my guard down. I hope the master doesn't find out. Alright then, it's in your hands now. Of course, let's see if any of my contacts are available. You two sure seem busy, talking over festival business. Well, since Sasha's here, I assume it has something to do with the sports clubs? I kind of figured you would have already heard the news. You see, the vendors we use for the festival every year told us he wouldn't be able to get us the supplies we need in time. So not only do we have to find a new vendor, but we have to do it by the end of today. Otherwise nothing will be ready for the festival. Yikes, sounds like you're in a pretty tight spot. And the festival only 1 month away, huh? Makes sense you come to run for help. Yeah, I'm going to be on Do Not Disturb mode for a while. Sorry, I'd like to help you guys out, but don't even worry about it. Arkwright Solutions can handle it from here. That's right, we do everything we can to bring them back. I'll be counting on you, Agnes. Should have this job finished by tonight, and that should give me a few hours to go over everything. Thanks for all your help, Ron. We'll let you get back to it. I worry you two are gonna run yourselves ragged someday. Just promise you take some breathers, alright? Your body needs rest too. Thank you, Sasha. I'll be sure to.
Please at least consider my...
Alright, I think I'm almost done with this report for the seminar. The T-phone made all my source citing so easy. The institute actually lets me submit assignments by mail, so I'll be living at home for a while yet. As soon as I finish, I should prioritize writing my essay for the competition. Learning what other fields of research has really been quite thrilling. In order to foster a diverse range of scholarship, the Basel Institute of Science holds an annual essay writing competition for everyone to join. The theme changes every year, but it's usually focused on issues that can be approached from a variety of fields. Thankfully, urban engineering, my field of study, overlaps with a fair number of others. I'm also more than familiar with its related disciplines. The knowledge I've gained academically, the practices I've encountered through personal interest, I'm hoping to put it all to good use. Oh, I hope Mina's alright. I've been having her go alone to her classes lately. Every time I went to pick her up in the beginning, she'd cry and cling to me for hours, but she's been rather calm about it these past few days. Has me a little worried, honestly. I mean, why the sudden change? She's not just retreating into herself, is she? I just want to make sure she's adjusting well. You know, I noticed there are more and more people walking around with their heads in their T-phones lately. I bet we're going to start seeing them in all sorts of accidents soon. Maybe we should start a PSA about when you shouldn't be using your T-phones? Uh-huh. Alright, if I work hard enough, they'll have no choice but to leave the business trips to me. I noticed the AHR manager's been eyeing me lately. Hopefully that means I'm close to a promotion. Oh man, I'd do anything for a vacation. Let's go to Seiden, a smaller district. I didn't get a chance to get to Langport's Lunar New Year festival this year. See, that's where Red Star shows off their dragon chariot. The last time I saw it was forever ago. It was actually the only time I saw it too. Man, I really wish I could go again. But I probably already sold it at auction. You know, a final race of Z1 is happening tomorrow? Time's flown by pretty quickly, huh? It's already been a full year since last year's finals. I almost can't believe it. I've been almost neck and neck in the last one. I hope this year's is just exciting.
I wonder what's going on with that plan.
Come to think of it, when they mistakenly arrested Vice President Fawn the other day, I listened to some reports from the local police and it sounds like there were a lot of complex issues surrounding the situation. Anyway, Langport serves as a base of the Eastern Syndicate Highway. The shadows run deep there. The Fixers, huh? It's been a while since I've seen Arkwright at the wheel. I hear you were involved with the events that happened over in Macedon and Langport. You know, I appreciate what you've done for us in the past. And should refrain from throwing yourself into every situation you come across. Whenever something big happens, you need to inform your local law enforcement. Alright, we'll let you deal with things the proper way from now on. The CID managed to secure a member of the anti-immigrant terrorists not too long ago. We anticipate there to be an increase in their activities, so we've been trying to gather more information on them. We're asking citizens to share any information they have on suspicious individuals, objects, or potential propaganda. We've yet to find any leads, however. Compared to last year, there's been a pretty big decrease in mafia-related fraud. However, with the introduction of a T-phone, we've been getting more reports about orb-mail spam and net scams. It's a completely different type of crime, but thankfully, there are few things the police can do about it. As long as people report it to us, we do everything we can to handle it.
I'm sure the police will be able to help.
Oh no, now's the perfect time.
Getting reports via orb-mail has become more commonplace nowadays. Naturally, our client companies are doing the same. They all started to implement the T-phone into their business practices. However, many of them seem to still be at a loss of how to use them. Thankfully, our company has been using T-phones for a while now. We are actually some of their first testers. Should be able to teach our clients a thing or two on how to make the most of them.
Welcome to Erland, sir.
The Erland brand is incredible. Not only do they keep up to date with the current trends, but the quality of the materials mean it lasts forever. And that's not even to mention how impressive Mora is. Styling customers is like a sixth sense. I need to become a staff member that the Erland name can be proud of. That one fast fashion shop in the Trianon has grown quite popular lately. Thanks to mass production, they are able to sell stylish clothing for low prices. Honestly, it's not a bad idea. However, as someone who finds clothing durability and individuality more appealing, I'd rather shop at other brands. The important thing is to shop wherever suits your needs best. That's key to understanding fashion. I hope you continue to support our brand in the future. If you have any question about styling options, please don't hesitate to ask. We'll be sure to help you to the best of our ability.
Oh, please take as much time as you need. I hope to see you again.
This is definitely not the voice I would have given her.
Wow, those guys are so cool.
The final race is scheduled to be held.
Hey Woody, you wrote that letter, didn't you? Yeah, that was me, alright. Thought I'd get that one over on you and Ronald for all the bullying you did. What, figured you'd try beating me up again? No, I actually wanted to apologize. Huh? I know it's too little too late, but don't worry about forgiving me either. I just felt kind of bad that you went through all the trouble over something so stupid too. It's not stupid, believe it or not, James, I will get my revenge. Sure, and I'll give you the chance. I will play one-on-one. Would you play basketball? Why would that solve anything? James, it's just like what Sasha did. Looks like a bunch of teenage angst, honestly. Why do I have to play basketball with someone who bullied me? Well, I just go ahead and give myself a handicap. Make sure to give me a good beating, alright? Stop pushing yourself so hard. You're gonna end up in the hospital at this rate. Just a little scratch. Besides, injuries are like battle scars. They're proof of Alma heart. Ow. That's what you get for acting all tough. You know, if you really get hurt, they might just make you sit out for the match. Sure you're okay with that? All you ever do is nag, Fala. Seriously, you're just like my sister. Oh yeah, I forgot you had a sister. Think I should ask her to hang out sometime? I wonder what having a family is like. I mean, it's not like it's anything special. Wait, you're just trying to throw me off my game. I heard Frala doesn't have any siblings, and her parents aren't around either. And yet she's always putting other people's concern over her own. Is helping other people really such a good thing? Kirk's not really be upfront with my feelings kinda guy, but he's at least trying now. But it would definitely be better for him and for everyone if he just opened up and speak his mind. If I was a stubborn ox and kept all my feelings locked up tight, I would never have been able to meet all the guys here. And because I took a step forward, I found a place where I belong. No regrets. It's kinda weird to see Eddie running a stall here. Well, as long as he's holding up okay after what happened, he can do whatever he wants. I just bought some roasted chestnuts from him, and then he and I did a little bit of chatting. It's thanks to him that Fall's alive and well. I thanked him like 1,000 times at this point. Anyhow, he still isn't being completely open with me about all that's going on with him. He might have cut ties with those delinquents, but I'm wondering if he fully let go. Well, this is where having friends who care can be handy. I'm gonna try and help him however I can. Lately, Eddie looked like he's been worried sick. Wonder if it's about his friends from the gangster crew he was kinda involved in. It's just a hunch, but I think he wants to help them change for better. I know, maybe I can get him to join the team. Our crew has all kinds of wild punks, so hey, what's for one or two more? If Eddie wants my help, I'll give it to him. We basketball brothers always have each other's backs.
I'm afraid not.
Good.
Well, that was a pleasant diversion.
And now for the latest news from our news desk.
Those guys are
But
so
nothing new.
cool.
Okay, Eddie, you're here. You know, I've got permission to do business, but only on the back streets. Honestly, I wasn't so sure I'd start bringing in customers. Before I knew it, people were lining up for my stand. Like the street basketball kids. Some of the former delinquents. It's been pretty surprising. I actually made a pretty decent profit today. If this keeps up, I'll even have some good news for Basilia. See, I've caused her a lot of worry. I just want to show her I can stand on my own.
Well,
Gonna eat something?
Oh, it's you guys. Look, I'm off today, so just leave me alone. You weak, dude. I've been drinking already? Well, wouldn't you be drinking if you got dumped by your girl? You know, we argued on and off last year, but our relationship was pretty steady. And then I went and forgot about our date. Was just really focused on my investigation for once. Of course, I went to apologize, but it doesn't look like she's gonna forgive me this time. Why does this always happen? Sounds like adults have it pretty rough, huh? Not that I get it. The guy probably can't keep a girlfriend because he's so shallow all the time. So now I'm back to being a bachelor. Why doesn't anything ever go my way? Inspector Daswani is amazing, isn't he? I mean, he's even got a wife and kid. I had trouble getting quality sober flour after what happened to Quail Village. But thankfully my sources in Longlai have stabilized, so at least for the near future, I won't be raising my prices. Even though it's getting harder and harder to get ingredients for Eastern cuisine lately. I want to make sober for as long as I can. See, my store's a place where people can depend on in hard times. So I can't go closing shop anytime soon. I won't let them down.
Hey, Hey, welcome.
Mushroom Ankake Soba. Wouldn't be for me. I don't like mushroom sauce at all. It actually makes me queasy. Manager Rumsfeld is also escorting Miss Berzelli on a tour of the capital today. Normally the duty of escorting Miss Berzelli outside falls to me, but Manager Rumsfeld told me he preferred to go himself, so I've just been protecting Motel in his absence. Well, I'm sure the young miss would be more comfortable with Manager Rumsfeld anyway. You see, the young miss still finds me a bit scary. Not that it matters, at the end of the day, I just need to make sure she's safe. Her being uncomfortable about me doesn't make me sad or anything, it's just part of the job, you know? Miss Berzelia is currently out at the moment. I do think the girl has matured recently. You see, the president was supposed to return home today. Miss Berzelia was rather looking forward to the meal. However, due to an unexpected emergency, had to make a change in the schedule. If it were last year, she'd have spent the day sulking in her room. But this time around, the young lady seems to be taking it in stride. In fact, she even claims to be proud of her father's work ethic.
I understand why you might think that. However,
I don't think I'm quite ready for a meeting yet, but I need to get things settled as soon as possible. You see, I'll be having a talk with the Eurasian Trust Bank soon. Although my track record with them in the past hasn't been so great. But considering the public's faith in banks plummeted last year, they'll have to take a chance on me. I will get that money, even if I have to force my way into a better financing.
so...
Oh. Toa and the Royals here. Alright, then it sounds like the program should proceed as planned. Was there anything else you wanted to go over? I think we just about covered everything. Honestly, I'm rather impressed with your performance so far, Toa. We might even have the chance to end the conference earlier than expected. Well, all the materials Princess Zita gave me were so thorough after all, I couldn't have done it without her. I'm so glad to hear that, Miss Toa. Oh, is that Arkwright Solutions I see? It's certainly been a while. We haven't seen each other since Nemeth Island, no? Have you learned anything new recently? Nah, we're still hunting for clothes at the moment. We've been pounding the pavement in the meantime. But wait, why are you here, Miss Toa? Are you working on something with Prince Jerit? Hello, Anya Swan. It's nice to see you two again. I'd like to thank you both once more for your assistance with that 4SPG. As a member of the ICO, it wasn't something I could simply ignore. I'm glad we were able to aid one another. You mean to say you worked on a job together recently? We might need to ask you about the full details later, when we have more time perhaps. By the way, were you all discussing the upcoming International Symposium's political debate earlier? That's right. Now the tensions managed to ease up a bit, I feel it's a prime opportunity to lay the groundwork for building future relations. Assam simply strives to aid its neighboring fellows. We'd like to forge a more peaceful environment going forward. As such, we've been supporting Miss Herschel in making plans for talking points. So this is all about creating a positive rhetoric with the neighboring countries, huh? It may seem a bit like a far-off future, but we're making pretty good strides in getting them. Yes, I believe so too. That's a pretty big undertaking, but if it's for the future of Calvert? I'm grateful that happened at Nemeth Island didn't end in tragedy. If there was even one misstep, there's no telling what could have gone wrong. Going forward, we must act with the utmost vigilance in regards to a 1000th Oathbreaker. So, I heard you have you to thank for marking Swin and Nadia down for a temporary leave of absence. Yes, I know they listed as short-term foreign exchange students, but I didn't want this to be the end for them. I figured if they come back, they like to continue with their school life. I agree. Those two have overcome a lot in their lives, and I want to believe they'll be able to overcome this as well. They've spent so long relying on only each other, they don't even consider leaning on the people around them. But even so, they took the chance to depend on you, Mr. Arkwright, isn't that right? Well, that's... Help them, please. Miss Toa. Don't worry, we'll bring them back. You can count on it. Speaking of Miss Toa, has taught me so much. She's quite impressive. By the way, I can't help being worried about these substitutes of yours. Well, I'm sure you have no problem finding them. You've done much worse in the past, no? This Garden Master character that's popped up recently seems to be quite dangerous. It's not even to mention the Oathbreaker. There is very little information available on them, if any, and I'll be sure to update you if we find something. Thank you. Are you here for something? Please allow me to assist you. Manager Ramsel is currently accompanying Miss Berselia to Trion Tower. They should be returning shortly. But I think we've been everywhere in the area, right? So I would end the episode here, and we continue this next time. Until then, I'm Mace, and don't get lost.